And this little front that's passed through this morning, brought that rain, has affected these crazy tail fish big time. Uh, I found some. They're scattered pretty bad, but won't take y'all long. See if we can't get on a few. Wait on a few people to get on here, and I'm gonna try to get my screen on my unit so you guys can see what we're working with, and try to make it happen. Gonna try to make it happen. Y'all can see it's still very cloudy. It just now stopped drizzling, but I've been out here for a while. I've got the camera pointed up to the sky. Slick, say let's go. What's up, man? You still at work? But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working with. As you can see, I'm up on a bank. I mean, it's crazy. These fish are up shallow, man. And I'm gonna try to get y'all set up. Try to get y'all set up to where y'all can see, and I can still fish. Drysdale, what's going on, man? Anthony, what's up, dude? Look like my camera leaning a little bit. What am I gonna have to do to fix that? I ain't know I had a. Oh, I do have an. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I got a. That's showing level. Okay, well that may be it. That may be it. So we got 13 people in here already, and it's like I said, y'all can see I'm on a big old laydown right here, and I found, man, these fish there. I mean, I'm having to look at this structure cross-eyed to see these fish, and they are tucked in it. I mean, it's like I say, they let water out of the lake already from that rain we had. I'm quite sure Conroe's probably released them because they got it really good up there this morning. There's quite a bit of current going on out here, so I'm just trying to find the eddies. JR, what's up, my man? This thing still look cockeyed, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can't stand that for this thing to be not level. That's a little bit better. Let's see if we can figure out how to get these daggone fish out of here. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I probably caught 4 or 5 off of this thing already. Let me show them to y'all in the cooler. Got 4 or 5 in there. No monsters, but hey, they oh, what happened? No, don't rotate. No rotating, camera. No rotating. We got a few in the box, and I'm telling y'all, these crazy tail fish are laying on this daggone structure. And I will tell you this: I'm using a 2-inch. This is the bait that I've had to go with. Is a 2-inch blue shiner and Limits Tackle 2-inch stinger. There may be a 2 1/4-inch stinger. I would show it to y'all, but you know, it's been some bad things happening with us showing bait. So most of you guys know how to get in contact with Steve, man. Just hit the dude up and so like right here, these right here are fish. But you see all of this crap that they're up under? Those are fish right there. See them, 3 of them lined up right there. I'm gonna see if I can't work my jig in there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. But that's what I've been dealing with out here. Those are definitely fish. You can see them, the one right there. See that bright spot off in there? Can y'all see that screen okay? Hope y'all can. Let me get up here and see if I can't find one to get a jig to. And I mean, it's just gnarly stuff that they're I mean, they just tucked in it. They're just so deep in it, and you guys will see here in a minute. Let me get up here and see if I can't find one that I can drop the jig down there to, and when you guys see him come out of there, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's so rare to find them right now, just out and about. I hadn't caught any monsters. I mean, they all, 11-inch or so fish. wind's changed directions just a little bit, and I'm all in the trees over here. Like one right there on the very top. Yep. See, oh, he darted at it. Y'all see him dart at it? Y'all, were y'all able to see that? How do I zoom? Let me see if I can zoom this screen in. Oh, whoa. That's too much. Whoa. Big Les. BRTP, what's up? What's up, SK? What are you doing out there? Hey, man, it ain't raining that bad. It's been a while seeing you live. Yep. Greg says, pick them out of there. Were y'all able to see that? Y'all let me know if were y'all able to see that fish come out of there. I don't know if I may have to put I know it's probably gonna be a glare. That sun's getting ready to try to pop back out. So I may have to put my umbrella up. I'm just sitting here just taking my sweet little time and looking through this. I mean, this is where I find them. I'm not finding them nowhere else. They're wanting to be in this thick stuff over here. So I'm having to really look at it to figure out where these crazy fish are. That big old catfish taking off from right there. See him right there? Can y'all see that? Slick, can you see that? Let me know if you can see that. No too much glare. Okay. That's what I was figuring. All right. Let me grab y'all hang on a minute. I'm going to see if I can get my umbrella. Because that sun is getting ready to come out and it's going to be super bright. Let me see if I can get my umbrella. And see if that'll help. Hang on a minute. Got some things going on around these parts. See if I can grab this umbrella out this storage compartment. See if that'll help. Hopefully I don't knock my phone in the water. So I got this Dub L seat bracket, and he's supposed to be putting me a umbrella holder together. It's called a caddy, but he hadn't got it together for me yet. So I've been having to use this umbrella just in my center pole, in my center post. It works, I mean, but it gets in the way. It gets in the way a little bit. Let's see if that'll help with the glare. That may help with the glare. We shall see. How about that, y'all? Is that any better? I don't think so. I may have to change. Let me see if I can change this then. I know it ain't nothing no worse than looking at a video and the glare is horrible. That look any better? Let me know if that look any better as far as the glare goes. I'm still off a little bit on my level. Is that better for the glare? Let me know something. Somebody say something. That helps a little bit. Okay. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fish with it like that, but we're gonna see. Get back up here and go through the steps of trying to spot these jokers in this thick stuff. I may have to go to a different little spot. I got 5 off this spot. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go live and just see if I can get, you know. And this is what I've been talking about, you know, with a lot of guys, JR and quite a few other people, Slick and Big Les. You know, they fish this lake too. I've been telling them, man, them fish been super tight to that structure. And man, I'm having to really look at every little limb and try to decipher if it has a fish on it or not. But it's like I say, you can catch them. You can catch them, just gotta put the time in searching for them. And I know one thing, this little rain and that front coming through has changed their pattern for sure. These jokers are super deep into this structure over here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to this fish here. He's still 8 foot over there. I may have to now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to him. I'm gonna have to go up under a branch right here. Yeah, I wish I could show y'all what I'm having to do to get this jig to this fish. Y'all see him right there? He's at 5 foot. See my jig going to him right there? There we go, right there, fish. He ain't no monster, but he's a fish. And his umbrella's just all in my way. I need Bill to get me my daggone umbrella holder quick. I'm gonna start talking bad about him if you don't. All right, let me rotate this thing. And y'all can see me up under this daggone thing here a little bit. He ain't no monster, he ain't a keeper. Probably 9.5, maybe 10 inches, but we're gonna let him make it. But man, if y'all would have to see how I'm having to get into these fish. It's just crazy. And just about all of them are up under something. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Anthony talking about he'll take that. Remy, what's going on, my man? Out here trying to catch a few old crappie, man. These jokers being difficult today. Yeah, I had clients on the boat this morning. And yesterday they were saying it wasn't going to start raining until 4 p.m. today. And I get to the ramp and open up my radar, and I'm like, what is that? I mean, big old line of rain just about all the way across the state of Texas. And we still came out for a little bit, and I like to give a taste of the live scope. We only put one fish in the boat. Well, I caught one, and then one of the guys that I had caught one, and they missed 7 or 8 fish. And that's usually the way the trips start off, especially with brand new people. So it's just expected, It does take some getting used to. And these jokers, yeah, I think I've been spending too much time on this spot. So I hadn't moved very much. I've just been spending a lot of time right here. I think I'm gonna have to make a move because I'm not seeing as many as I was seeing there. Well, I got 5 of them in the cooler, but let me make some moves so I can put some fish in the boat. For y'all be thinking I can't catch no daggone fish. Sit here looking at all this structure right here. That might be one out there. Now it's more than likely gonna be a gar. I've been seeing a lot of gar out here in open water. But at the same time, you gotta fish to fish. You gotta go out here. Yeah, it's a gar. See how long he turned? Right here. Well, he's on the go right now. I sort of lost sight of him. But ooh, there's a giant gar. Look at that big old joker there. He's running too. That's a big one. Look how long that joker is. A lot of gar in this area, but it's like I've said before, man. I don't run from the areas that got the gar, because the crappie and the gar, they eat the same thing. Yeah, we got long nose gar here, so they eat them shad, and they're not here. They're not out there trying to eat the big crappie. Big crappie, I've seen them swim right beside them. So I gotta check this 4 and 6 foot of water too, so I can't just pass it over with them fish back there being in 6 foot of water. And my trips before, just the other day, I was finding them in 10 to 12 foot of water, but the Thermacline was a lot lighter than what it is now, and there wasn't no current. So the weather's changed and the fish has made changes. Having, just like I say, look this daggone structure over to see if I can see the shape of a crappie in it. All right, come on, fish. This may be a fish right here. See right here? That 4 foot. Let me get her stopped. A couple of them in there. Let me get her stopped. I think that's a fish. Pull my jig to me right down there on top of him. Push out just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Don't make me have to work for you too hard. Let me slow my troll motor down a little bit too. Yeah, we got a nice little breeze out here since that storm too. So come on. I hadn't seen no movement yet, so that could be a hard piece of structure. Nope, I missed him. Did y'all see him move out? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. These jokers in that structure tight. They in there deep. I know one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go away from cause I've missed quite a few of them from them tail nipping. So I know the colors is blue shiner. So I'm gonna get away from the 2-inch and go with a 1 3/4. Those are decisions you got to do on the fly right there, y'all. You got to make them decisions on the fly. I'm only using a 30-second head, so I know that my head's not too heavy. All right, let me see what these comments. Let me get a fish in the boat, then I get caught up on the comments. I don't want everybody to think I'm out here just goofing off. I want to catch a fish so y'all can see that I am on a few fish out here. This may be one right here. I'm almost on top of him right now though. That may be the one that I had to come out of there because he's away from the structure. He's not that big. I'm gonna go for this other one over here. Look a little bit bigger. But he's sure just sitting there looking pretty though. I'll back us up, see if I can't drop on his head. One right there. Yeah, he's up under some stuff though. He's up under a bunch of stuff. See if I can get him out of there. Ah, he followed it out. Didn't hit it. He followed it out. Come out of that structure. He followed it out of there. Were y'all able to see that? This daggone wind's changing directions like crazy out here. Making me lose my bearing on where these jokers are at. So were y'all able to see that fish come out of that structure right there? Yeah, I'm gonna go to a different brush pile. This thing here still got leaves on it. It's still got leaves on it, and man, it's thick. It's super thick. If the wind wasn't blowing like it is, it'd be a lot easier. I could position my boat where I needed to fish that, but the way it is right there, I'm not gonna be able to do it. On to the next. On to the next. See a couple good fish in that pile, but all right, let's see what these comments say. Murdoch, what's up, my brother? 6A, y'all hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. JR says, SK, do you have to cut some of the umbrella pole off to reduce the height? No. It has an adjustable height, JR. I forget the name of it. This is the super umbrella. It's called super umbrella. It's the one that come with the sides that you strap to the side of your boat, but I cut that crap off. I didn't like it. I cut it off. Alright, so I'm gonna jump this thing out to 50. Oh, there's some structure right there. Let's see if there's some fish on this. This is a little bit deeper. And we're gonna see if there's some fish on this. These units are definitely not set and forget, And I've been saying that since side imaging. Even side imaging unit is not set and forget. And you see I just ran my forward range out to 50 to get on top of my fish or the structure of the fish. Now I'm gonna check it out. I brought it in to 20 to scan it to see if there's some fish on it. Very possibly a crappie right here on the very top. Very possible. I gotta get my boat turned into the wind. Boat control is important. I'm out here dealing with this crazy tail wind. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a crappie. I think. All right, let's see if we can drop down there on him. I am battling this wind, y'all, so y'all gotta give me a minute to get the boat in position and be able to present my bait. All right, you see that bait right? You can see my split shot and my bait pretty much right there on top of it. And let me get cleared up. Let me get clear of that structure right there. That dang wind is not playing, y'all. I point my boat one way, the wind blows me from a different direction. That may not be a fish. That may be just a hard piece of structure right there. I think that's just a hard piece of structure. Yeah, that's not a fish. Right there on top of it. That's boat control right there. You get that jig right there and can hold it right there on whatever. Even though that's not a fish, that's practice. That's practice. Being able to get that jig right there to where you're trying to get it to. You see, I'm giving it just a little bit of action, just a little pop here and there. That ain't a fish though. That's not a fish. Like I say, we do have some current right now, and I'm having to find areas that's out of the current also. So and that takes away a whole bunch. That takes away a lot of options. That takes away a lot of options. I got my gain at 64. I'm gonna bump it up just a tad bit. That sun's popping out. It may be too much current right here though. Yeah, I'm looking at this stuff floating on top of the water. It's moving pretty good, so probably not going to be any fish here. Probably not going to be any fish here. There's something right there. It's not big. Like a white bass or something. All right, y'all. I need to catch a fish. Let me find and catch a fish, then I'll check out the comments. You can even look at these air bubbles. See how these air bubbles come up and coming towards the boat? That lets you know that there's current in this water. See how they come up and then phase back this way? That lets you know that there's current down there. Probably not going to find any crappie right here. But you got to check. You know, you have to check. You have to check. All right, fish. Yeah, I think I'm in a bad spot right here. This may be a crappie right here. Look like a fish. I don't know what it is. Nah, that's a structure too. All right, I gotta make a move, y'all. I get out of this current. All right, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna look at some of these comments. Look at some of these comments. Unit is looking pretty. Oh, thank you, Slick. I don't think so. I think that Thermacline got it looking jacked up. Anthony say he liked that. Remy says, oh yeah, get on them. Looks good from here. Thank you, brother. You can get your umbrella set up. Get us a video how you did it. Okay. All right, I'll show you that here in a little bit. Let me get to this other spot up here. Try to get out. I'm in a bad spot right now with this current. I may have to crank the big motor up, but I'm just gonna roll and look around, see if I can see some fish. I should be out of the current up here in a little bit. And I'll just hunt down some structure. I'll hunt down some structure then. Yeah, wind got pretty bad this morning. But all right, what other comments we got? Slick, y'all say, yep, hit the Murdoch. Yeah, he said he saw it. Elton, what's going on, my man? Greg, he said we saw it. Cool. Well, if y'all can see it, that means that old unit might be looking pretty good. Everyone hit the thumbs up. JR, thank you, brother. Slab B, what's happening, my man? Thank you, Remy. Eric says, are you finding any open water fish? This is Lake Houston, brother. It's rare that you do that. It's very rare that you find open water fish. Now, I'm going to tell you, like right now, I'm going from spot to spot. I hunt the fish. You know, I don't come out here with a closed mind and saying that you can't catch open water fish. You can catch open water fish. I do it several times. But you're just not going to come out here and get no limit catching nothing but open water fish. It's just not going to happen. Not on this lake. Murdoch says, look like it's going to rain here all day. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I think that front came through here and it's cleared out. I think the sun will be beaming here in a little bit. Coming soon. All right. So let me show you. Let me get up here and get out of some of this wind, y'all. I'm in a bad situation. As you can see, I'm having to fight my rod to get it from up under this, my jig up under this umbrella. It's way too far forward. But he got a caddy that'll have it, instead of it being here, it'll be back here. But he got to get it to me. Dub L. And I'll show you my setup here. I'm running Millennium seats. The Bring a Friend, you call it it's by Dub L, but Bring a Friend is the rack. All right. If I can't find any structure right here, I'm gonna have to crank the big motor up, get out of, because I can't. There ain't no sense in me even fishing if I'm gonna be in the current. It's probably not gonna be in the current. I'm in an area that I really almost never fish, but I got an open mind. I mean, I don't care about just fishing in one spot. Slappy says, Coosa River, same way, only certain times of the year they school. Murdoch says, unit looks real good, except with the Thermacline that's bad. Yep, the Thermacline is super bad. Slappy says, we do have a lot of open water fish, just not schools much wintertime mostly. Okay. Yeah, year round, we can, man, I can, you know, I pick off one or two here and there. Open water fish, but it's just not, this is not that lake where they just do a lot of roaming. It's a brush pile and stump lake, without a doubt. No doubt. I probably should have crunked my motor up. This little area right here don't have a lot of structure on it that I know of. I hadn't scanned it in a long time. All the flooding, it may be a tree or something up here that'll be out of this current. Now I'm gonna have to go. I got another couple 100 yards to troll. We'll crank that old Gorman up. Crappie said, how you like that? Oh man, love it. Pontoon Jody, what's going on? Thank you for joining us today. It's strong and quiet, Slap B. I like it. I like it. I like how fast you can turn it too, and you can finesse it. I mean, you can so slowly turn it to get dialed in. I like getting that fish as bright as I can get him, so that I can get my jig, match the brightness of my jig to him, and know that I'm right on top of his head. I was talking to y'all about open water fish. I just came into a little area but those look like all catfish. Let me get this boat stopped. I think these are all catfish right here on this point. Yeah, those are all catfish. Yeah, I came in on them way too hot. Dwayne says, be safe out there. You bet, brother. I always got my Onyx on right here. I always got to have this on. Especially out here by myself. There's this guy named, we call him Jigging Jim. He lives on the lake. And when I'm out here in crazy conditions, I can almost bet to see him. He's the only one crazy enough to be out here. And he fishes lake almost every day. I seen him earlier, but it looked like he was going home. All right, y'all. Let me see if I can find a fish or two right here. This is a point, so the current's gonna wash around it. Should have like a little eddy right here. Got a bunch of trees down. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. So let's see if it's gonna be some fish here. It's a pretty deep little drop off right here, but it still should hold some fish. Remy says the force to your GPS unit. No, I don't have it. I don't have it connected yet. Game changer, especially for spot lock. That's the deal though, man. I so rarely use spot lock that it's unlocked. So if I'm gonna change the jig or putting the fish up, measuring the fish, doing some of that nature. But as far as fishing and using spot lock, I never do it. I control my boat to and you'll see here in a minute. Let me find some fish here, and you'll see I'm having to get that jig. I mean, right there. I'm talking about. I'm willing to bet 6 inches to them fish before I even get a reaction. So spot lock's just not accurate enough. Not even on the force. All right, y'all. I know I'm not in current now. See how still the floating debris from that rain is on top of the water. But I'm not seeing any fish right here. Let me get y'all switched around. Let you see what I'm looking at. You ain't gotta be looking at my ugly mug. I take pride in keeping a clean unit. It helps a lot, being able to see these fish. If you run your unit super hot, man, it's just to me, especially trying to find these fish tucked in the brush piles like they are on this lake. And if you're open water fishing, it don't matter what you have your gain set and how hot you run your unit. But when I'm having to decipher if it's a fish inside of a brush pile, man, I gotta have this thing tuned in right. Got to have it tuned in. I'm running 8616 for those of you that don't know. Gorman 8616. I do run the LBS 34 on this one, but I do think the 32 for close up gives you a lot better reading, lot clearer picture. But I'm gonna say this though, the 34 does do the pollen, and I think that's gonna be a small fish right there. He's not big though. We're gonna drop on him anyway. I ain't seen the fish in a minute. I ain't seen a fish in a minute. We're gonna drop down there and see if it's a crappie. He's 6 foot out there. All right, you see my jig coming down right there from the top. He's down there a good little ways. I don't think that's a crappie though. He's down there a lot deeper than any fish I've caught. And you can see him dropping down. Look at him dropping down to the bottom. All the way. I'm willing to bet it's a crappie because that's the way a crappie sits down. If you see a fish and he noses down, it's definitely not a crappie. I'm willing to bet that was a crappie. He just sank down. I mean, plumb down to the bottom. And I didn't plop my jig in the water or nothing. I mean, he just I guess he felt the pressure. There's another little fish coming from up under the boat. Wow. They gonna play this game? You can see him raising up a little bit right there. See him on the bottom right here? You see him right there on the bottom. See if I can get my jig over here. Come on, buddy. See him right there crawling the bottom? He's coming towards my boat now, so I'm backing us up a little bit. Using my brakes, backing us up. Oh, he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Yeah, he's on the move now. That's a pretty decent little old fish, though. All right, come on, slow down. Slow down. Now you don't want to react. Yeah, he's like, man, I'm not paying that jig no attention. Now I will tell you. Now I found that color that worked. That blue diamond was working in a lot shallower water. I may end up having to change colors here if they're gonna hold deep like this. Yeah, I can't get him to react at all. All right, here we go. Wake your butt up. You stood up a little bit. Nope. He's like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. Swim it off. Going back to the bottom. He's swimming towards the boat now. Look at that gar coming in there too. I'm backing us up again, trying to get back on top of him. Yeah, he's not gonna do nothing. he's not trying to. He's just like, yeah, leave me alone. I'm just sitting here chilling. Come on, fish. Let these folks see I can catch a fish or two. Easing back up there to him. Yeah, he's not gonna hit that. He's not gonna hit that at all. Look at him running from it. Nope, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat that. All right, on to the next. I may end up having to change colors again, y'all. We'll present this bait to a couple other fish and see their reaction. If they turn away from it, I'm gonna have to change colors. There's so many trees down. I'm talking about whole trees. Let me show y'all this tangled mess. look at this tangled mess. Look at all. I mean, it's just it's so many trees down from all the wind from that hurricane. I mean, even look around that corner over there. I mean, it's just trees, tree after tree after tree. And I think these jokers has just gotten. They're just wanting to be in that protected area. So they're hanging really close in that tangled mess. All right, let's see what else we can find I can get this jig to. I'm gonna be back in the current here in a minute if I clear this point. Yeah, I can see the current moving already. All right, I got to go over to the other side of the river. Let me shoot over to the other side of the river. I may end up having to go back to my. We caught a couple fish this morning on white lightning. That was before that front came through and changed everything. Yeah, we found some fish that was pretty active this morning, but they're you get a front that passes through and rain and all of that. It makes a difference. Makes a difference. Go over here and check this little. I had a couple little piles, a couple stumps over here on this bank over here, and we'll see if it's holding any fish. If not, I'm gonna have to crank up and make a move. Gonna have to crank up and make a move. See what these comments are talking about over here. Both have 3 props. Okay, JR, message retracted. Remy just made it home from doctor appointment. Craig says he just made it home from the doctor appointment. Glad I caught you live again. Thank you, sir. G5, thanks for joining us. Mike Jones, Dwayne Stokes, what's up, my man? Good deal. Love fishing. Yes, sir. What else we got? Slide B says I have 3 pros and cons between 32 and 34. Well, let us know what it is. What size rod are you using today? 10-foot Denali. 10-foot Denali. That's a decent crappie lockjaw. Yep. He didn't want to do anything. Sometimes it just ain't gonna eat. That's right. That's what we were talking about last night. And just can't spend a whole bunch of time on an inactive fish. But right now, almost all of the fish are inactive. But hey, a front just pretty strong front just passed through. I'm quite sure it's dropping the barometric pressure, even though I don't keep track of that stuff. But I know it'll affect the fish sometimes. Let's see what this thing here got on it. Not seeing much just yet. Look like a bunch of small fish. They got fish on them, they're just all small. Mr. Johnny, what's going on, my man? Glad to see you back in the business of teaching. Terry says, greetings from Okeechobee, Florida. That's what's up, man. What them crappie treating y'all like over there? Yeah, our weather, it's either scorching. I'd rather just be scorching hot, to tell you the truth. It's cool. It cooled off into the upper 70s when that front came through. But I can feel it heating back up. It's probably mid 80s already. It's starting to heat back up already. How active were they before the front? You know, we didn't drop on very many fish that didn't react. But it's like I was saying earlier, we only got the fish probably 30 minutes into the trip before we had to make the call to get out of here. And I caught one fish, just showing them how to do it, and one of the guys caught another fish, and both of them missed probably 7 or 8 fish, not setting the hook and not giving it the right action. So all right, I like there's a couple of fish on this thing. Let me get y'all spun back around, let y'all take a look at this. I'm glad y'all think that unit looked good. I think it looked like garbage. Let me grab my rod and see how they react. Like I said a while ago, they were 4 to 6 foot on that other pile. So, and they were after that blue shiner. So I may end up I may end up having to change baits too. We'll see how these right here react. I'm not sure if that's a crappie. See him right there on the very top? Nope, I'm gonna probably have to change my bait. I think that's a white bass. He's too skinny. I think that was a white bass. Yeah, he's really skinny. There's a couple other little fish over here. I don't think these are crappie though. See them two right there above it? They're just basically sitting right on top of that structure. Come on, wake up. Oh, there's that one. He came and hit it. This little bitty guy. He just charged up there. Now, how did I get past that one fish without him even moving? And then the second one just darted and nailed it. And he's not a big fish, probably 8-9 inches. Well, he's probably longer than that, but he's not a keeper. Anyway, see if y'all can see him. He's just a little bitty guy. Back in the drink. All right. See if we can find a good fish. There's quite a few of them right here, but there's a lot of small ones that I'm seeing. Seeing a lot of small ones. And I'm out of the current over here too, so that's so important. You know, you have to pay attention to that, especially me. If you're going out here chasing crappie, they don't like current at all. Find the structure out of the current. You usually find the crappie. All right, let me get us stopped. We're gonna try to drop on another one right here. Is that even a fish? I look like a fish when I was facing the other direction. Because like I say, they so tight to that daggone structure, man, that you know, you almost have to just drop it down there. And I see a smaller one above the structure. See him right there? I'm gonna push my rod out. See him right there at 6 foot. Keep my bait right on top of him. See him reacting, so I'm gonna slowly raise away from him. Right there, you got it. Probably another 10-inch fish. I'll tell you what. Them old 10-inch fish, they about the best eating there is. I'm gonna measure this. He may go 10.5. If he 10.5, I'm gonna box him for dinner tonight. Let me measure him real quick and I'll show him to y'all. I don't think he's gonna make it, but he's gonna be close. Oh yeah, that fish right at 11 inches. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. That joker right at 11 inches, y'all. He ain't no monster, but he'll get filleted today. That's dinner. Yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna keep for today. That's plenty for dinner. Let me show y'all my little seat setup. Get spun around real quick. Now I'm telling you, the umbrella is not. You can see the rack right there goes from 1 to 2. Got the 2 Millennium seats, and my center post is where I just stuck that umbrella. And it's called a sport. Let me see if I can show y'all the name of it. Superbrella. Y'all can see that. It's called a Superbrella. And you can adjust it right here. This little clamp right here. And get it to where you can see it. So you can open this up and adjust the height. But it's still in my way. That's as high as I can put it up. And it's still in my way from setting the rod. I got to spin all the way around to bring the fish in the boat. Makes it a bit tough. But he's supposed to be making me a what he calls a I forget the name of it now. I got fishing on the brain. It's called a caddy that he's gonna make for me, and it got an arm on it just like the seats do. and it puts it, I can put it back, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 foot away from center of right here. And that'll give me some room right here to swing my fishing in. All right, see if I can drop down here on another fish, y'all. Get this boat turned back around to the wind. I believe fish asleep or whatever you want to call it. You better believe it. It's far from perfect, but it's good considering how bad the Thermacline is. Thank you, thank you. This me want to go fishing. There you go. We are live, y'all. Major Brown, what's going on, my man? Are those Millennium seats comfortable? Very, very much so. They're really comfortable. Oh, Mr. Johnny said he been on the brim out there. That's super cool. Why you ain't send me no pictures? One was asleep. Yep, one was asleep. Yep, on that other one that I caught. When you going to get AC on your boat? Oh, I wish I had. I wish I was capable. SK, the high pressure just means you have to hit them between the eyes. You got that right. Jay Stein says, God bless and peace and love, my brother. Well, no doubt. Thank you. Thank you. Murdoch, how active were all those? I've already seen that one this morning. They were pretty active, but you know, I didn't want to. Whether these storms been popping up here lately, man, if you see one coming, you gotta make a decision right then to get off the water, because man, this wind has been banging with some of these storms that come through. I'm talking about bad. It's been coming up really high. Man, some of these storms come through 40 and 50 mile an hour wind, and I just don't want to put a client through that. I can do it because I'll find a protected bank and just wait it out. But I don't want to put clients through that. I got to keep them safe. You know, their life is in my hands. So here, this may be let me see if I can get a stop real quick. I'm going past him already. And I got to get y'all turned around. Let me show y'all something. Y'all talking about them open water fish a while ago. Let me get y'all set up. See if he's still there. He may have took off. I think he took off. There's open water fish here. He's really close to a brush pile right there, but still he was away from the brush pile. That may be him over there. Maybe. He don't look real big anyway, but open water fish. Come on, wind. Let me make it. Let me make it. Look like he's sinking down. It's definitely a crappie. You see how he's sinking down to the bottom and he's staying horizontal? That's how I know it's a crappie. That's how I know it's a crappie. Yeah, he knows I'm right on top of him. He knows I'm right on top of him. He's not trying to have it. He's swimming, and then the wind's blowing me like crazy too, so. Anyway, let's get back up here to this brush pile. You know, somebody called and was talking to me about, I said that they got another product saying that it make your jig, you can see your jig better. And I'm not trying to down nobody. My thing is, if you put that jig in the center of that cone, you get to see it. And that's why I say I like it on the trolling motor, because I can get that fish bright and I can get my jig bright, like right there. And these jokers, I'm telling y'all, these jokers are they're on a different level today. Come on out of there. Just not gonna do it. Nope, not gonna do it. Okay, and that's what I was talking about last night. You see, I mean, I've been catching them on this. Just caught that other one on this this blue diamond. So I'm not gonna sit there and play with him. I had that jig right on top of that fish head, and it's like he's asleep. So if they show you they're asleep and inactive, ain't no sense in bothering changing. Just go on to your next fish. pass that brush pile up? Yep, I did. Yeah, this wind is constantly changing direction, so I'm losing my sense of direction a lot. All right, get it slowed down. You see a fish move on that pile? Oop, look at it, he just darted out there and hit it. Oh, that's a pretty decent little old fish too. It's a black crappie. This is a black crappie. Did y'all see that? Did y'all even see that fish? Let me get y'all spun around. Who seen that fish before he darted out there to the jig? Did you see him move? He ain't no giant, but he's a good keeper. We're gonna let him make it though. I think I got 6 in that. That's plenty. 12 fillets is plenty. Plenty. I can do blackened. Somebody just sent me a message. I can't look at it. It looked like Joey. I'm not sure if that was Joey or not. Looked like Joey from the page. But anybody got any questions? Anybody see that fish before I caught it? This is me. Want to go fish Major Brown? Already checked you out. Jeff, what's going on, man? Must watch live. Pretty nice looking. I like the blue. Oh, you like the blue palette? The blue color palette? Millennium, only thing I'll ever buy again. They hold up very, very well. Two, I've got one 5 years old, still looks new. Yeah, they, from the guys that I've seen that have, that's why I went with them, is because, you know, they last. They really do last. And there seem to be some pretty decent people over there too. No, I was asking if you've been. Yeah, oh man, you ain't seen all them pictures I've been posting? Yeah, I've been lighting them up. Okay, Murdoch. Seen it, I've got a keen eye. That's what's up. A good pole dancer can catch them sleeping fish. Ah, you got to show me. Don't just tell me. Oh, JR said it was me that sent the message. Okay, I don't know if I can. I'll have to check it out after I get off the live, JR. I think if I try to go on it now, it's gonna probably kick me out of YouTube. I'm still seeing that fish at the bottom of that brush pile too, y'all. And I got another open water fish right here, but he's running towards my boat. He's up under my boat right now. Pretty decent little old fish. Let me get y'all turn around. See if I can back up to him. See if I can back up to him. See if I can blow it up just a tad bit. I'll tell you what, this zoom, that may work right there. Look at him. It's just him right here. Now I got my troll motor facing the back of my boat, so he's up under my boat. He's way back there. I'm not even gonna chase him. He's 15 feet behind the boat. He's 15 feet behind the boat. All right, let's see if we can find another one tucked off in this brush. This is when boat control means something. You know, I can't just let my bait swim by that fish, you know, 2 feet from that fish. I'm having to get that bait, I mean, right on top of that fish. It makes a big, you know, boat control is the ticket on this lake, you know, and just have to deal with it. Have to deal with it. Now, a lot of times when they're tucked in that structure, see, I'm just barely swimming that jig along that structure. A lot of time I can get them to come out of there by just swimming that bait along that structure too. Maybe a small one over here right next to this little stick up. I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, maybe not. All right. There's something right there on that log. Did y'all see that? See if I can light him up again. All right, where did he go to? Look right here. Hopefully he's aggressive. Come on, come on. Don't look like he's gonna be aggressive. Look at the little fish. The big one ducked away from it and the little one coming to chase it. Ain't that something? Well, that big one's still right. Oh, that's white bass. See how fast he's turning? Look at how fast he's twisting and turning. That's a big old white bass. Big old side white. I'm still gonna try to, I doubt if he's gonna bite my jig. Look at this little bitty fish. He's still chasing my bait. I'm gonna show y'all that that's a white bass. I'm gonna try to catch him. Let me see if he'll bite. You see them fish twisting and turning real fast like that, it's usually gonna be a white bass. Come on, hit it, hit it. Look at him twisting and turning. He's not gonna hit it though. Definitely a white bass. See how fast he's twisting and turning around that little stick right there? That's how I know it's a white bass, because of how fast he's twisting and turning. What we got on comments over here? No more comments. JR say it was about a way to mount your umbrella. Okay, all right. Even if I'm not even sure it's a fish, I still, yep, without a doubt. Drops are free, without a doubt. I totally agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they are. All right, I'm gonna tip over here. Water temp's 83. Can y'all see that? Is that on the screen? 83 degrees, water temp. You see, this is mile per hour. This is my voltage, and it's 120 today. 120 is the time. Another big old gar right there. Can barely see him. He's behind me now. Big old gar. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I hadn't. I got brush piles over here. I hadn't messed with it since the storm. I'm not sure if it's even still here. But we gonna check. Man, there's one little one. That's too deep though. They're not gonna be on that. I need something that's sticking up a lot higher than that, or in shallower water. Got to be higher than that or in shallower water. This may be a little bit too deep too. We gonna check it though. See if it's holding anything. It may not be on none of my small structure today. And usually I catch my bigger fish off the little bitty stick ups like that. It's like a catfish swimming into it. That's not a crappie. Old catfish just swam into it. It may not be no crappie on that. That's a catfish that just swam into that. I'm gonna tell y'all, I get some big old fish off them little bitty piles just like that. Yes, sirree. Yeah, Major Brown, it's a force. The Gorman force. Largemouth acts that way too. Okay. Even. Yep. And you see how this fish is pointing up? You zoom in on him a little bit. No, that may be a lot of times them old crappie will be sitting up. If they are suspended, they'll be sitting there and they'll be facing up, looking up. But that's a gar. I just seen him surface over there. There's one of my stumps right there. I'm not seeing nothing on it. All right, where's my other stump? I got a big old stump over here. Let's check it out. There's probably going to be a current coming through right here too. It may be current. May not be no fish over here. All right, where's my stump? Where's my stump? I don't guess it washed out. I'll tell you what, it used to be really deep right here. Oh, there it is. I was ready to say it used to be really deep right here. But that stump comes up really high. I'm not seeing much on that. You usually can see them on, well, maybe so. Maybe something sticking on the sides right here. Maybe. Just maybe. "14 feet in front of us. I'm thinking that's going to be a white bass. It's too skinny to be a crappie. Too skinny to be a crappie. More than likely it's going to be a white bass. Pulling the bet. But we going, well, yeah, it's a white bass. See how fast he went to the other side? See him twisting and turning? It's definitely going to be a white bass. All right, I ain't gonna waste no time on it. On to the next. On to the next, y'all. What we talking about over here? Anybody got something to talk about? Lost Mac? Nope, nope. Okay. Let me get to this next spot. I got a little ways to go. Let me make it to my next spot over here. Be a little bit shallower water. Couple piles on the backside over here. Should be out of the current too, so we'll see. We shall see. Who's all at work and who's just chilling at the house? I thought I was going to have work today, but the weather said no, not today. It had other plans for me. So I said, you know what? I hadn't been live, been having a lot of people ask about it. And Craig said, moving on out to the east side. Yes, sir. Tell you what, that wind it's a nuisance, but it does feel good. And farther over there, it was hot. That little breeze that hit me just now, it was a cool breeze. Kind of crazy how that works, but water temp 84. It's bumping on up. It's easing on up. Still got a little ways to go. JR says, send me your umbrella info. I plan on getting me almost, I'm coming up on a stump, so I have to make a quick maneuver. But it's not one I want to fish. It's super shallow water right here. Send me your umbrella info. I plan on getting me one. Okay, I'll do that. Mr. Johnny says, you know me, SK, living the good life, enjoying your show. Well, I appreciate it, man. Try and get on some fish for y'all. I can see we can still catch them out here on this old crazy lake. I will tell you that front changed their minds a lot today. This morning we found some fish that were they were hungry. But that front passed through and a little bit different. How long you think we have left for brim bedding? Mid to late August. Yeah, I like to do it before August because when mid-August hit or so, they work so hard spawning that they get kind of thin, so the fillets are not as thick. So I prefer them June, July, this month, and even into the 1st of August, you can find them really thick. You get some really good fillets off of them. Those crappie right there. Ooh, I need to slow this troll motor down. I'm gonna run everything out of this little hole. I may have spooked them. Man, oh man. Got to pay attention to that troll motor speed, y'all. Yeah, I think I spooked those fish. Only 75 degrees there. That's pretty awesome right there. Wish we had some of that down. Well, we had 77. They got down to 77 when that front passed through. But that Thermacline is up to about 4 foot over here. All right, let me get y'all spun around. Let y'all see what I've been having to deal with this old Thermacline. Look how bad that Thermacline is over here. So what I'll usually do, I got my gain on 66 right there. Bump it down. It cleans it up a little bit, but you still can see it. And see, this brush pile here is way beneath the Thermacline, so it's not even gonna have any fish on it. I got a couple of other spots over here that's it says Huffman is 78 degrees right now. Okay. Well, it feels a little bit warmer than that. But and this is what I was telling you guys on the live too. It depends on the area that you're in is how bad that thermal. I've been on a troll motor, and just that little short distance that I went, it's changed the how bad the Thermacline is. And on top of that, it's going to change how where the fish are positioned and all of that. Them all small fish, right? Those are fish right there, but they're small. A little bitty stick up right there. So we just got to stay on the move till we find them. Find what we're looking for. I got a couple more brush piles up here. I know we'll find some good ones on it. Usually always some good fish on these piles back here. Only in 6 foot of water. Y'all can see that depth. Can y'all see that? Nope. Right there. Look at here. These fish gonna be on a pile that comes up to about 4 foot. I don't see any big ones just yet, but there's definitely fish on that pile. I don't see any big fish on it yet. You can get a couple good keepers off of it, but I'm not seeing any good keepers right now. Those are all small fish on there. That may be one right there, maybe. Just maybe. See if I can make him move. Get my jig on top of it. All right, come on now. Ooh, way too high for this shallow. Way too hot on my troll motor for this shallow. Even a shallow fish gonna be stubborn. Even a shallow fish gonna be stubborn, y'all. And they land on it so tight, I can only see them that one direction. All right, them all small fish anyway. Let's go to this other stuff over here. A lot of people think that if you lower your sensitivity, you can't see. Look at how, man, it's still the structure still glows. And and you can still see the fish. What's going on, Steve? Man, I for sure got to catch a big old monster now. I've been trying to get Steve to come down here to old H-Town for the longest. I've had him to come to Conroe, but you know, he always hear me how bad everybody talk about Lake Houston, how tough it is. I don't believe you want to come down here. You still catch some good fish on this lake, Steve. It takes work, but you can still catch some good fish on it. Now the wind's blowing from behind me. That's crazy. This dang wind is something else, y'all. Should be some good fish on this pile here. Should be. We gonna see. We gonna see. And shallow water fishing is it you know, it challenges your unit. It really does. It challenges your ability to be able to see the fish and everything. I mean, it's just a challenge all the way around for the units and for the fishermen, because it's just more difficult to distinguish those fish in shallower water. So like right here, this is probably gonna be a good fish right here. See him right there? Let me see if I can get over there to him. Yeah, like he's moving a little bit. That may be a big old catfish. That just might be a catfish. Yes, he's took off already. No, he's still there. He's still there. I think that's a catfish though. Maybe. Yeah, he's rooting in that bottom pretty good. And he's coming towards the boat. That's definitely a catfish. I can see it now. Definitely a catfish. Look at him blowing bubbles. It's definitely a catfish. It gotta be a crappie on this thing. I can't believe there ain't no crappie on this pile. I mean, I'm not seeing not a one. Not a one. That big old catfish was there. All right, gotta keep moving. That's all we can do is keep moving. All right, tip over here to this other side. Steve, the storm ran me off the water with my clients this morning. Color limit will help with that. Yeah, without a doubt. I totally agree. Yeah, I'm only running mine's on 25, so. Now, I will tell you that you take that color limit too far, that will affect your being able to see your jig. I see a lot of people talk about they run their gain at 90, 80, and 90, but then they got the color limit on 0. The color limit is what helps you see your jig. On my unit, it does. But everybody, there ain't no setting that you have to use. Everybody's is different. So I mean, if it works for them, I'm glad to see it work for them. But I usually run my color gain color limit around 25, and it helps. It helps a lot. Kenneth hollering at Steve. Oh, Kenneth from Waxahachie. Okay. What do you have your brightness on? 100. The only time I turn that down is if I'm night fishing or early mornings. That's the only time I'll turn that down. These dang on fish was running for me, y'all. But it's like I said, I'm in an area that I hadn't fished it in a while. So haven't fished it in a while. Mr. Johnny says for y'all to hit that like button. Thank you, Mr. Johnny. Uh-oh. Umbrella hitting a tree up there. Craig says my boss says I need to get some work done, but I ain't the boss, so I will watch a little longer. There you go. Oh, you say you are the boss. God dang it, that's funny. Well, we got another tree down right here, so I'm gonna see if I can see some fish in it. I don't see anything just yet. And that's what I've been seeing. You know, some of these trees, they just don't like it for some reason. You can be in the same depth as all other trees and everything else, but it won't hold any fish. I'm not seeing anything on this tree. But at the same time, you have to give it a good look over, because sometimes they'll hang on one little old branch, and you'll have 4 or 5 fish sitting on one little old branch. Is that a fish? That may be, I don't know. Let me get a stop. I'm not sure if that's a fish. Oh no, that's not a fish. It's growing in length. That's not a fish, y'all. Perfect tree, but they're just not on it. I may have to crank up. I may have to crank up and make a run. I may run the Lucy's Bayou just to see what it looks like over there. Might make a run to the bayou. Who want to hang on while I make that run? SK, love your content. Just became a new subscriber. Waxahachie. Thank you, Kenneth. Man, I really do appreciate it, brother. Really do appreciate it. I got to get back on my job, man. I hadn't posted any videos. It's been a long time. But man, you know, I tell everybody that it's a lot of fun coming out here and recording, but it takes a lot of time to clean the video up and make it presentable. It takes quite a bit of time. Editing takes that time. Yeah, I'm over a stump right here, but still not seeing anything worth dropping on. And this is, you know, sometimes you gotta change areas, you know. And I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just not seeing fish over here. Heard bass just bust something along the bank right there. You know, bass like it when that current's moving just a little bit. Just after a rain, they're sort of like catfish. They'll feed real good right after rain too. All right, I may have to make a run. Who want to hang with me? Who else? Mr. Tackle says hopefully we can do a get together in September or October on Houston or Conroe. Let it cool off first. Yep, without a doubt. This is the first time watching you fish live. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, brother. All right, y'all. Let me get my stuff put up and we're gonna make a run. Oh, here's another little tip that I'm gonna let me show you guys something. I've talked about this before. Say for instance you're out fishing. Let me get you spun around. Say for instance you're out fishing, and let me see if I can zoom just a little bit. Right there, be good. Say for instance you're out fishing, you're gonna move. I know a lot of people probably know this. All you got to do is bump your power button. Well, all right, hold it for a little bit. And then see the screen here pop right here, it says sleep, turn off, or cancel. I always put my unit to sleep when I'm gonna move. And what that does is when I do get to my new spot and I hit that power button, it's instantly on instead of me having to sit there and wait on it to load up and all that. BRTP says, let's do it. I need an umbrella like that. Yep, without a doubt. It's been hot. SK, those small ones you released earlier went out and won all the big ones. Hey, I tell you what, man, it's some days it's just like that, man, you know. All right, let me get this umbrella put up and get my troll motor stored. Y'all say y'all want to hang with me, so let me get all this stuff put up and we're gonna make a run. We're gonna make a run. Steve, what you been up to over there, man? I know your mom is enjoying y'all. And all right, let me get set up. Get all this crap put up. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm hoping my camera right. Steve said relaxing, gonna hit it hard when I pick the boat up. There you go. That's super cool right there, buddy. That's super cool. Craig said I want to see a big one go back in the drink. All right, we working on it. We working on it. Something ain't right with my. Y'all give me a minute. I'm about to lose my phone. Get that thing tightened up a little bit. Much better. Much better. All right, y'all. Here we go. We're gonna jump on top. I wish I could mute. Can I mute? Oh, I can. I can mute. I'm gonna mute y'all real quick so you ain't gotta listen. Tell you what, water looks a lot better in here. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. But I can see on my side imaging already that the thermocline is, let me get you turned around. I'm gonna just take you off this. I'm gonna show you what thermocline looks like on side imaging. Can you see all of that fog right there? Go to menu, I'm gonna bump it up. Contrast up just a little bit. Now that's way too much, but you see that fog right there? You see the fog down there. So the thermocline is pretty bad in here. That's what thermocline look like on side imaging. But can't really tell if it's can't really tell if there's some current in here yet. But we're gonna check a couple spots right here. Let me get set up, y'all. Let me get set up. All right. Now we just need to find some fish now. I don't see how they react to the white lightning in here. If we find any fish. Man, my camera's back cockeyed. What happened with that? Open up all the way. Huh. Look a little better. All right, let's see what we can find real quick, y'all. I'm gonna run this trail mode pretty strong till I find some fish. See if we can find some fish. You know the bad thing about going live on your phone on YouTube is you can't see your battery power. You can't see your phone's battery power. I don't like that. And I don't have my battery pack with me. Usually I just have my battery pack, but with the storm I took it in the house, and my wife was using it. All right, let's see if we can find a fish or two. Let's see if we can find a fish or two. I gotta catch Craig a biggin to do a back in the drink video. What is this up here, I'm wondering? See those fish right there? I want to bet those are crappie. See how slow they're moving? And I mean, they are right up under the daggone boat. I tipped up on them a lot faster than I wanted to. See how slow they're swimming? I wouldn't bet those are crappie. They're trying to stay up under the boat. I got the boat going backwards. They're trying to stay up under the boat. They're trying to stay in the shade of the boat. No, they're not trying to. They are. I got the troll motor pointing up under the boat. Look at that. They up under the boat. Summertime, you got to deal with that. I'm gonna tell you, those fish do that a lot. All it takes is you getting a little bit too close to that brush pile, and them jokers are gonna gravitate to being up under your boat. There may be a fish right there on the very top of that. But again, he's not a big one. He's taking off already. Again, he's swimming way over there now. Still not seeing any big fish yet. Oh, look right here up under the boat. Let me get us backed up a little bit. Oh, he just barely nipped it. Barely nipped it, y'all. All right, let me go to get that blue light, that blue shiner back out there. See how you like that blue shiner. I wouldn't bet those are black crappie, schooled up like that. And they're staying on the move. They are staying on the move. What's crazy is I get a little bit close to them, and them jokers just gravitate to the boat. This them here, they're taking off now. There may be one at the very top of that stump right there. See him right there? Is that a fish? Look like a fish. Look small though. See him right on the very top of that stump? It's not big. They're acting like they can't even see my blue shiner. Look right. Oh, look at that little bitty baby come up there and hit my little bitty baby come up there and hit it. Now, that's not the color. I gotta go back. I gotta go with my lemon lime now. This water's a lot cleaner in here than where I was at in the river. So I'm gonna go back to a lemon lime. See how they like that. See how they like that. Man, these jokers are just staying up under the boat. Look at this joker. He coming to look at the live scope. Look at this joker right here. Just swimming with the boat. He wants his picture taken. Yeah, no, can't do him. He's running with the boat. He's running with the boat. You got a smart craft gauge on? No, I don't. Major Brown, I agree. I put my Echo Map to disable sonar, then put in sleep mode. Wow, SK shirt, umbrella seats, PDF lettering, all color match. Hey man, much of that stuff costs, you gotta make it look pretty, right? You have to make it look pretty. Oh, Major Brown said he wanted to hear her eat. There been too much wind noise. It would have been a bunch of wind noise. That may be a good one right here at the very top, right there at the top of that pile. Come on, settle down, boat, settle down. Look at all I'm taking off. Man, oh man. I came in too hot on them. They're not big, I'm wasting time. I tell y'all that all the time. You can't waste time and make them bite. Either they're gonna eat it or not. Let's move. Got to move. Gotta find some active fish. Those fish are active, but nothing that I've dropped down there, they're not interested in. But then they're not big enough for me to sit there and spend a bunch of time with them. So on to the next. On to the next. Come on, let's get on around here. Take a look at some of this other stuff. It don't look like there's much current over here. But that's kind of crazy for the river to have. I guess Conroe's releasing, you know, the Conroe release comes through the West Fork some too. Comes out Caney Creek right there. Even though that there's some people that say that it don't, I beg to differ. I've seen it gushing through there too often when Conroe's releasing. Bunch of small fish. All those small fish right there. I'm not even gonna battle them. Even if I did see a big fish in there, with that many small fish, the big fish would not be active there because they're not gonna fight with those little fish trying to rush to a bait. Just not gonna happen. But that's a good thing. That's what I've been telling y'all. I've been seeing a ton of small bait, and I know that they're crappie. I say bait, small fish, and I know that they're small crappie, so. Man, what's the deal with these daggone fish? They trying to hide from me today. All right, gotta make some tracks, y'all. Yeah, I don't see anything floating on the water to tell me if there's current. I'm looking at these trees up here. It don't look like they have water gushing around them. So it may not be much current on them. And I'm up here near the mouth of the bayou right now, so we'll take a look around and see what we can find. I'm quite sure they're gonna be shallow here too with that Thermacline coming up there. The Thermacline is pretty hard, pretty heavy. So we'll check a lot of the shallow stuff. Ton of small ones right there. And they're on a limb right here. That's a limb, and you can see all the bright dots on it. Those are all small fish. Let me show you. That one right there may be okay. I'm gonna see if I can do it left-handed. Maybe a couple of decent ones in there. See if I can make this happen. Not wanting that lemon lime either. Jerker followed that bait almost out of the water, almost up to the top. There's another one over here. just following it up. I got the wrong color or something. Yeah, I don't have the right color. I do not have the right color, y'all. This water in here is really, really clear. It may be, I don't have any black diamond out. It may be black diamond time. Let me grab me a black diamond real quick. What else I got down here? Yeah, I think black diamond's gonna be the ticket. This water's pretty clear. Let me grab me a black diamond, y'all. Well, I'm gonna try. I couldn't find my black diamond. I hadn't used the. All right. Let's see what we can make happen. I know for a fact that I need to change colors. That was 2 fish to turn away. And this water clarity in here is several times better than in the river. I've got to catch a back in the drink fish for Craig and for myself too. Yeah, that's a bunch of small fish up there. Them jokers just lined up about 2 foot under the surface right there. All these bright dots right here. It's all small. That one right there may be 10, 11 inches, but with all those other fish there, all of those other fish, those small fish there, it's gonna be really tough to get one of those bigger ones to engage. No. I would go live on a day that's super tough out here, huh? I mean, that front has changed these fish big time. But can't give up. Cannot give up. Yeah, he still just followed it up, turned away. Little bitty jokers. Yeah, those are all really small fish. All right, let's stop playing around and get on some good fish. Did you catch any fish yet? Yeah, of course. Bree guy or Bry. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. You got a nope. I already read that. Major Brown. I agree. I put my echo map. Okay, you've already read that. Wow, SK. So yep, you already read that. Craig says quarter stick is the right color. Works every time. All right, let's get on fish. Y'all don't think I can't catch no fish out here. And a ton of small ones. That's it. Where them big ones go to? They're not gonna be deep with this Thermacline. Big old catfish over there. It may be a decent fish if I can get it by those little ones. There's another one right here. 6 foot out. I know it's not gonna make for a good video because they're super shallow. Alright, I gotta stop us. These suckers trying to follow me. I got an issue going on with my brakes back there, y'all. My brakes not working for some reason. These jokers trying to leave. Black diamond's not the ticket. I might need to put on LBG red. I'm gonna try pink. Just never know. I got it laying right here, so I'm gonna throw it on there. Try the old pink. Just never know. Look at this big old crazy catfish right there. Make that joker eat my jig. Turn the camera on, these jokers don't want to bite no more. I ain't giving up yet, y'all. Just gotta keep moving. I'll find them here directly. No problem seeing small fish. And big ones not playing. I'm gonna target, since my jig coming down right here, I'm gonna try to target that joker right there. If I can keep it away from them small ones, he may bite. Nope, he turned his head and looked at it, and that was it. Pink is not it. Pink is not it. All right. Going back with the 2-inch blue diamond. Going back with the 2-inch blue diamond. Nope. Wow. All right, that ain't it. Time to move. I'm gonna start crying here in a little bit, y'all. These jokers don't want to bite. Major Brown says gold dust. You know what? I hadn't used gold dust in forever, man. That might be my color. That might be my color. I'm going to grab one of them jokers too. Craig say TNT. Jeff Hawkins, what's going on, man? J Dub, nice play by play. Good to see you in action. That's what's up. Hey, these jokers being tough today down here, man. We had the front blow through. A summertime front brought some rain. Winds, I think the wind's north, still north right now. Hot white. I tried hot white already, JR. Terry says, SK, have you ever tried hooking your Gorman Force to your unit? No, I haven't did it yet. Major Brown say do a hair jig after. I may try that. Red, and look at Jesse talking about red and white. He said red and white. Let me grab me. I'm going to go with a gold dust. The gold dust may be the ticket. This water does have a slight brown tint, and it's getting to be that time of year. You know, that gold dust representing the mayflies. So it's getting to be about that time of year. I'm gonna grab me a gold dust real quick, y'all. That may be the ticket. I hadn't used it in a long time. I know one thing too, I might ought to put me a crappie nibble on. I'm gonna get that too. You just never know. Grab me some old crappie nibbles. I gotta show y'all I know how to catch a fish or two. Look like there's current in here too. I'm seeing some stuff moving along the top of the water. Conroe got a lot more water than we did here, but it did rain pretty good here this morning too. So they may be letting water out of the dam. I know if there's current, and that makes a difference. That can make a difference. Put a little stank on this jig, see if that'll help. All right, let me crank this little Gorman up and get on up here. First time watching you live fishing with no action. Yeah, I mean, hey man, I tell you what, them nighttime live videos I was doing, man, I was doing horrible. But JR says gray hand tie. Yep, that may be next. Got to go to work. Probably catch a big one after I leave. LBG say you moving too fast. You know what? He that is something he would say. The thing is, if they ain't, you can see fish. If they ain't biting, there ain't no sense to stand there. There ain't no sense to stand there. You gotta find the fish that'll eat. You gotta find the ones that'll eat. Burn unit, what's going on, man? So last couple of weeks they won't hardly sniff a jig without a nibble and a fork tail. Won't touch a stinger tail or paddle. Wow. I was just out here Tuesday, man, and racked up a full limit, and they did really well on lemon lime. But it's like I say, that front come through here this morning, and it's made some changes. It's made some changes. All right, let me get y'all turn around so you can see. I'm gonna bend the caught a good one, and y'all ain't gonna see. Zoom in just about right there. Get y'all set up. And he's already going to the bottom. I just seen him heading to the, well, no, he's still up there a little bit. He's going to the bottom. Look right there. He's already on the bottom. All the way on the bottom. All right. He knows I'm here. He's all the way on the bottom. And chasing the boat. Dang it, dang it, dang it. See if I can back up to him. I don't think I spooked him too much. That joker saw, there he is. There he is. No. He said, yeah, buddy, you trying to do too much. Definitely a crappie. Come on, sit still, buddy. I got something I want to feed you. Y'all ain't seen one of these old gold dust in a long time. Craig, this might be a good one. It's gonna be a decent little fish. He ain't no giant, but he gonna be decent. See if he'll eat it. Nope. Turn and smell it and turn away. Heading back to the bottom. Head back to the bottom. These jokers say, yeah, we ain't. Oh, there's another one right there. Well, I'm on top of him already. Another good fish. See if I can back us up without spooking him. Yeah, he's I'm turning him up under my boat. He's standing up under my boat. Here's another one. He's swimming too, though. Nope. There's a couple over here on this pile. Look like I can't catch no fish, y'all. What's the deal with that? Can't buy a fish to bite. Man, you got to be kidding me. At least he's still sitting still. I don't think gold dust is a ticket either. There we go. He ain't even no biggin. He's just a little bitty dude. At least he ate it though. At least he ate it. Dang it, it's been what, an hour since I caught a fish? Been ran 20 miles. Ran 20 miles, ain't caught nothing. It ain't like he no biggin. Just a little old, probably 10-inch fish. Back in the drink. I can't believe y'all still hanging with me over here. They ain't catching no daggone fish. Good luck, Craig says, good luck out there. I'm out. There you go. Appreciate you for hanging with me. Maybe limits, orange body, short tail. Hold it to him, SK Thumpaholic. What's going on, my man? I ain't holding nothing to nothing today, brother. These jokers done shut down on me out here. You know, I had my clients this morning and I told them, hey man, if I go back out after that front pass and they act like they want to bite, you know, he's only 20 minutes from the lake. I told him I'd give him a call. I bet you I ain't calling him today. We gonna reschedule for another day today. These jokers are on a different level right now. Anyway, they can still be caught. Got to put that work in. Just not seeing no big fish right now. Not even seeing big fish. But it is what it is. These are some finicky jokers. They will shut down on you in a heartbeat. They will shut down on you in a heartbeat. Yeah, a lot of people think because you have live scope, you can just come out here and wipe a lake out. It's not like that at all. It ain't like that. I mean, not. Oh, I need. Oh well, it's gonna be too late by the time I get y'all set up. That joker's probably long gone. Oh, he's still there. Get my jig over here. He's trying to keep up with the boat too. Nope, no interest. Just let it pass right by him. Ooh. Got him. If I could get past his umbrella to get him in the boat. That's a decent little old fish there. It's probably 11.5, 12-inch fish. He ain't no giant, but he'll good one. Major Brown, what you know about that gold dust, Major Brown? Go tell me about that gold dust and finally catching a couple of fish. That gold dust. I'll tell you what, them old crappie nibbles do it too. But that gold dust has been a staple bait. And it's just like about the color of a mayfly. But I am using a crappie nibble too. But I think that color got a lot to do with it too. They're committing. If I can get them to see it, they'll commit. All right, let's see if we can find another decent little fish. Still no biggin, but decent little fish. Said it would be hard to see the fish and they won't bite. Yep, without a doubt. Jesse say that's the way it works sometimes, SK. You doing what you do, what you're supposed to do. The fish not acting right. Yep. And crappie, they can be finicky. They can be finicky. Yes, sir. No doubt. I tell people all the time, if you think you're gonna come out here and not have to work to get these fish, don't even try to fish for crappie. Don't even try to fish for them. You're gonna be disappointed. You have to put the work in sometimes. Sometimes you come out here and no matter what you do, you can't do no wrong. But a lot of times you come out here, you're gonna have to put that work in. At the snap of a finger, weather little disturbance like we had this morning, it'll change what those fish are doing, big time. And just like that little pile right there, I was looking at 5 or 6 fish. I caught that one just from the disturbance. I can't even see another fish on this stump now. Don't even see another fish. That may be one right there. Let me get y'all turned around. Yeah, this zoom is kind of tricky. There we go. I don't think that's a crappie. Benjamin, what's going on, my man? Oops. About to kick my phone in the water. I will tell you one thing. I got dinner. I bet you that. I got a fresh, never frozen dinner. These jokers ain't not acting right, but I got a fresh, never frozen dinner for the night. Couple of little fish right there. Ain't nothing big. I'm just not seeing any of the big fish. couple of, they'll probably be keepers, but compensate for this wind. That said little joker charge out of there. Those might be all small fish. Yep, see them separating? That one may be okay. Nope, just followed it up. They on a different level today, y'all. These jokers. There ain't nothing aggressive about these jokers. Nope, nope, nope. Well, y'all, I'm gonna try to do one. I shouldn't even say this because whenever I say that last fish, that joker there is how many fish do you have so far? Probably I think 6. I got enough for dinner. I threw ever since I've been live, just about everything that I've caught I've thrown back. Nothing big yet. Nothing big. Absolutely not a one big fish yet. Not a one big fish. Not one. Alright. I'm going to tip up to this other little spot up here. And this will be for sure out of the current. And it comes up high enough to where it should be above that Thermacline too. Should be above that Thermacline. Them white bass, see how they darting around real fast? Them all white bass, I'm willing to bet. Alright. On to the next. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some work on my brakes. I'm having an issue with my brakes back there, y'all. Something overheated or something's going on. It worked one second, then not the next. And again, a bunch of small fish from the looks of it. Ton of small fish. One may be decent on there. I can get up there to them. Scared to go fast now that my brake's not working. I got to ease up there, so I don't blast past them. Get away from my bait, little fish. Come on, biggin. See him right there, right up under that log. He ain't no giant fish, but he's bigger than the rest of them. Look at this little joker. I'm embarrassed to show that. Oh, he jumped out of the boat anyway. He jumped right out of the boat. Hit the deck and jumped right out. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't catch one of these good ones right here. Pretty decent little fish right there. They're up under that log for sure. JR, you see that? You see those fish up under that log? Yeah, them little ones is just they too ferocious. Big fish are not gonna try to fight them over a bait. Just not gonna happen. And that little joker took my nibble. You put me another nibble on here. Them little jokers being ferocious today. But that's a good thing. I'm glad to see them, man. That's years to come. Years to come fish. Joker come up there and look at it, turn his nose. Nope. All right, on to the next. On to the next. Nice catch for the day. Kenneth, appreciate your butter. Slick says, hey, you might be right. Those big ones like to get right under the limbs. Yep. I gotta do some work on my brakes too. I'm gonna get that. I've had trouble with them before. I want to figure out what the root cause of it is. Sometimes it mess up on me while I'm on a guide trip, and I'll shoot past my target. So we're gonna figure out what the deal is with those today. Need to be doing that right now. Need to be doing that right now. Makes a difference having brakes and not having brakes. It makes a big difference. Makes a difference when you got brakes and not. It's like a couple decent fish up here. And maybe small ones just close together. They look small. There we go. And that ain't no crappie. I think that's a white bass. That's a white bass, y'all. That ain't no crappie. He nailed it. I'm not even going to turn the camera around for that. White bass. Back in the drink. All right, it looked like it was a crappie over there though. Let me put me another nibble on here and I'm gonna get lined back up with it. That's what I need them crappie to do. Just act like him. Just turn around and hit the bait. Just turn around and hit it. Show yourself biggin'. I know you down there. I gotta get a biggin', y'all. Tell you what, that daggone little front did something special to these jokers. I don't like making excuses, but it ain't been nowhere near this tough. Bike's been really pretty good. Been pretty good, but not right now. I'm gonna try this joker right there. See him right there? Look like a decent little old fish. Look at this little joker. That's a good fish right there, buddy. And then this little joker gets off. He just protected that big, and ain't that something? Give me another nibble on. I'm gonna catch a big, and I'm telling y'all, if you don't give up, you can find the big fish. I think I just found one. I think he's up under the boat. I see him on the back side right there. Right there. He get us backed up a little bit. Hopefully he'll let me back up over him without him spooking too bad. Alright, where'd he go to? Joker probably parked on the bottom. He was showing interest in that jig. I seen him looking at it. He was turning towards it. I'm not gonna say he was looking at it, but he was definitely turning towards it. I have a professional live scoper say, how do you know he was looking at it? You see his eyeballs? Alright, let's see if I can spot another good one. Man, these ain't no big ones, but I think they're decent fish. These two right here, there's two of them right here. I don't like seeing them together like that because the bigger fish, they're usually sitting out there by themselves. But we're gonna try it anyway. Fish, there's my bait right here. Here's the fish right here. Coming in, there he is. He's ready. Up. Come on, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Look at the little fish. You see that little fish get in the way? He just turned away. I'm telling you, if there's little fish there, it makes it. Oh, look right here. It makes it so much tougher. Look at them jokers folding in there. It makes it so much tougher to get those big fish to commit. Because they're just not gonna fight with those small fish. Yeah, most of these are sinking down to the bottom now. Wow. That's all I can see. Up. I'm really scared him out of there now. Hit one of them stick ups on top of that structure. Maybe a decent fish right there, maybe. And he don't want nothing to do with it. Nope. All right, let's try one of these right here. These are not big fish either. You see how they're bunched up right there? Yeah, they're falling to the bottom already. Look at that. Look at that. Straight down to the bottom. We're only in 6 foot of water over here, so it's pretty shallow. Get a whiff of that crappie nibble. All right, here's one over by itself. Let's try him. He may want to eat. Let's try this one. Nope. Shooting down to the bottom. See him right here? Not that one, but the other one. That one right there. He's on the go now too. Nope. He faked me out. He was going one direction and turned the other way. It's like, why are you following me? All right, y'all. I'm about out of options over here. I got another couple of brush piles, but I'm gonna end this thing. I can't get on no big fish today for some reason. I think I ruined my chance a while ago when that little one hit me. That was about the best fish I've seen all day. I'm gonna pass over this stuff right here one more time. SK, need to get with you on a guided trip. I'm coming to Houston, visit my son and his wife. She just retired from the military in Killeen. Oh, it's super cool, Alfred. Let me know, man. Put that micro hand tight down there. Nice view. Which transducer show better? The 32. You know, I like the 32 better, but when you're dealing with Thermacline, the 34 is better. So I mean, you can. I got both of them. I'm not gonna put it on one troll motor though, but they both serve their purpose. If I got the 32, I'm not gonna spend the money to upgrade. If that makes, I'll say that. If I got a 32, I'm not gonna spend the money to upgrade. It's not worth the money, in my opinion. Yeah, I got some issues going on with these fish today, y'all. These jokers are just look at this. That joker just turned and ran from that bait, and still running. Look at him shooting down to the bottom. That is crazy. So now they're super spooky. They're hanging up under my boat, but I can't make them eat a jig. The joker just nosed up and turned away. Look at this. I left that bait right in his face. I just felt him barely nip it. He messed up and nipped the hook instead of the tail. I could swear I rubbed him in his eye with that jig, y'all. I bet you I tickled his eyeball. I bet you I tickled his eyeball. Thanks, I saw a golly whopper waiting on that slab to be flipped in the boat. Squiddo, not today, buddy, but he'll be 10-10 a quarter. That's 10-10 a quarter. We gonna let him make it though. Hey, yeah, I'm done. I gotta work on my brakes. These fish they got my number today. But I want to thank you guys for hanging with me today. If you would, please hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, man, I'd really appreciate it. I need to be doing this a lot more, man, because it's a lot of fun spending time with y'all. But I need these fish to cooperate better than what they are today. We did have a front blow through this morning. Had quite a bit of rain. There's current now. They letting water out of the dam. And, well, I'm not going to say letting water out of the dam, but there's definitely incoming water coming into the lake. And as you know, crappie do not like current. And, but that front is what I think turned them down. I told you, hit between the eyes. Yeah, he wasn't gonna hit that bait. I just teed him off from leaving that bait in his face. But guys, these are the changes. I mean, I know you guys seen that I got on top of. I'm willing to bet 50-60 brush piles. Not just big old brush piles. Some of them were trees, some of them were stumps, some of them were stick ups. But I scanned over several pieces of structure, and that's what it takes to be consistently catching crappie. And I know I talk about that a lot. Yeah, you can have people come out here during the spawn and they geniuses on catching fish, but when it hit middle of the summer or middle of the winter, if you're not willing to make changes, you know, I fished from 4 foot of water. I hadn't went much deeper than 10 foot because the thermocline is in some areas is up to about 8, and in other areas is up to about 4. The areas where I was in the thermocline at 4 foot, the fish were shallow. The deeper the thermocline, the deeper the fish go. They don't want to be shallow, but they have to be able to breathe. That Thermacline is low oxygenated water. Hopefully, my little techniques with my live scope has helped you. On the hook on Truman was having to dead stick to get them to bite. Yeah, you know, sometimes that happens. I tried that a couple times earlier and they just looked at it and turned away. But this one right here, I think I was just right there, just nudging him, and he got upset with it. And he just barely just pecked it. He wasn't trying to eat it. He just wanted it out of his face. But I felt that little peck, and he got surprised by that hook, that SK hook set. But guys, hey, I thank y'all for being with me. I'm gonna get out of here. I got some work to do with these brakes. I gotta get them working and figure out what the deal is with them. But I appreciate you guys joining me today. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.